1-star versus 5-star gaming PC. They both cost me $500 and they're from the same company, but they had completely different reviews. Starting off with the low-rated PC, there were a lot of bad reviews saying that the frame rate was slow, the CPU is really bad, and other people saying that it just doesn't get good performance and the CPU is too weak and it literally only gets 30 FPS. Only getting 30 FPS after spending $500 honestly sounds a little unbelievable, so I really want to test out this PC and see if that's really true, because some of the specs were not that bad, including the graphics card especially. So first off, we do get a free keyboard in the box. It says backlight game keyboard, definitely like a budget kind of membrane keyboard, but it's a nice addition. We also have a gaming mouse included, which is nice. And let's quickly flip over this box. They even gave us a free mouse pad, and of course here is the power cable. So they actually gave us a lot inside of this gaming PC. So far it's looking pretty good. Honestly, this is kind of me personally, but this is a white gaming PC and I kind of like how they look more because they're a little bit more unique since most PCs are black. So I kind of do like this already a little bit off the bat, I'm not gonna lie. There's just 4 screws I took out. Tempered glass side panel, that is really nice. And it looks like we have our RGB remote on here. And let's just peel this real quick, just like that. There is a bit of packaging, and if we remove that, you can see the actual gaming PC. So inside of here, my very first impressions are, it definitely is a budget looking gaming PC. It looks like there's a little bit of residue on here. It's actually like a little sticky, so this might be a used graphics card, but yeah, there is also a little CPU cooler over here, which does have RGB, I'm assuming. The one red flag I noticed immediately is it's only 1 stick of RAM. There is 16 gigabytes of RAM inside of this gaming PC, and there's only 1 stick instead of 2 8GB sticks, so that is not the best. Moving on to probably the best part about this PC though is the RTX 2060 inside of here. That is a really good graphics card, and I mean, for $500, that's kind of like within budget. The thing is, people in the reviews weren't wrong. This CPU isn't really that good at all. So inside of this gaming PC, it has the AMD Athlon 3000G, which just isn't a powerful CPU at all. I mean, the graphics card is good. The RAM could be better with 2 8GB sticks, but having a CPU with like that's not that powerful is definitely gonna hinder a lot of the performance of this gaming PC. And I mean, overall, I think this PC does look pretty good. We have like a few RGB fans over here, like one on the little cooler, but like honestly, the performance of it is kind of the most important part of a PC, and I don't think for $500 the performance will be too good on this, but it might surprise me, and I'm gonna be testing out a few games on it. Okay, I actually need to power it on and make sure it works, because that's the most important thing. So yeah, immediately boots up. You can see a little bit more of the RGB in there. Honestly, it looks like a pretty good gaming PC. I don't really have any issues, and there was like a little RGB controller somewhere. So right here, they gave us our little RGB controller. Let's take that out, and you guys already know my favorite color is like pink. Yeah, that looks so good against the white too. I actually think this is a very aesthetic like gaming PC. It looks really good, and I mean, for $500, I think it's pretty reasonable, but I'm really curious to test out the actual performance and see how much FPS this PC gets. They did include a few peripherals for us though, so let's test these out real quick. First off, the mouse pad, you guys already know it's a very small mouse pad. You wouldn't really ever game, but it's free, which is nice, and it looks like it has a little bit of RGB on the side, but yeah, I would never use that mouse pad like ever. The mouse, it says just RGB mouse. I'm not sure if it has side buttons. If it doesn't have side buttons, I'm definitely not using it. So yeah, it doesn't have side mouse buttons, and this is a really kind of cheap feeling mouse. Like, I'm not gonna lie, just the plastic feel of this is insane, and it's really easy to basically break this mouse. You literally just like pull this off like so easily, and yeah, you can literally, like, it's just a really cheap feeling mouse, and I wouldn't really ever game with this. Like, the clicks actually don't feel horrible, but yeah, it's just not really a good mouse to game with. And lastly, for the keyboard, I'm pretty sure this is just a membrane gaming keyboard. Yeah, okay, let's test out the clicks on it. Okay, it's not the best feeling membrane keyboard I've felt, but it's also definitely not the worst. I've definitely felt worse ones. I personally wouldn't game on this. I would always go mechanical gaming keyboard, but I've definitely felt worse. And let's just plug this in real quick to check out, is there RGB? Yep, there is a little bit of RGB. Overall, I mean, you can't really complain. They just added a few peripherals in there in case you want to use it, but you don't have to use it, so it's just always a nice addition. But now it's time to compare the 1-star gaming PC to the 5-star gaming PC. So since these are from the same companies, it literally looks like the exact same. The same keyboard. Let me just check real quick. I'm pretty sure this is the same keyboard. Unboxing it, and this one feels even worse. Okay, it's definitely a different keyboard. It feels worse though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, this keyboard is definitely different, but it literally feels worse. Like, the clicks on it feel like way more mushy. Oh, that sounds horrible. Yeah, I don't like this keyboard at all. Is there also a mouse in here, I assume? Yeah, I see a mouse. Right here, is it gonna have side buttons? Let's see. No, it's the exact same mouse. Yeah, I would just not use these peripherals at all, I'm not gonna lie. Again, let's just flip this over, take that out. Okay, we got the power cable right over here, and then it looks like they have the exact same styrofoam. This PC does look a little bit bigger though. That's kind of the thing I noticed, and it actually is a little bit heavier too. All right, let's just take out all this kind of packaging off of it. And if we take that out, little thank you letter, that's pretty nice. And again, they have a very similar side panel. It's literally like, as soon as I unscrew this, it's like trying to come out. Yeah, there's like so much pressure inside of here. I don't know how they like fit it in there. So we have a tempered glass side panel. It looks like we also have a Wi-Fi dongle and the actual RGB remote inside of here too. So definitely gonna need both of these. And then again, the same packaging. These are from the same company, but they just had completely different reviews. Like, a lot of people like this gaming PC. All right, I'm not gonna lie, this is like really like good in there. Like this is hard to get out. It's literally like stuck in there, bro. Bro, this one does not want to come out. All right, definitely nothing is getting broken in there, that's for sure. Oh my, okay, yeah. I like the way this PC looks way more. Ready? Reveal? Dude, it just looks way more filled out. Again, though, they literally have the ugly 1 stick of RAM, dude. Of course, they didn't add the 2 sticks, but already, I like this gaming PC, the way it looks way more. You have literally all the space being used up except on the top. But you have 2 RGB fans on the bottom here. You have 3 in the front, and you also have 1 over here. You also have, I think, probably the exact same CPU cooler, but let's power it on and see how it actually looks. Just like that, power it on, and okay, yeah, this definitely looks way better in my opinion. The RGB on it is not extremely bright because of the mesh panel over here, but it looks really, really good. Let me know in the comments what PC you guys prefer aesthetically, because it honestly is just up to preference. But even though I like the white PCs more, like I said, this one actually looks really good. I like this one a lot. All right, I just made it pink because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I like this color. It just looks so good, like for gaming and stuff. But let's read some of the reviews and see why people like this PC so much. All right, so Tiffany said goodbye is perfect for teen to adult, and then another person saying no regrets. Of course, both of these are 5-star ratings. There was even a video included in there. And yeah, another person said great with 5 stars. A lot of people seem to like this PC, and I mean, overall, I think it actually is a little bit better, just judging by how it looks compared to the white PC. So for the CPU, which was the weakest part in the low-rated PC, it actually is the Ryzen 5 5500, which is a much better CPU, and we'll be getting probably honestly guaranteed more FPS with this CPU. It's just a way faster CPU, and I don't even know why they would bother putting an AMD Athlon 3000 in the other gaming PC. It's just not a good CPU at all for like price you're paying. So at least they added a decent one inside of this PC. Again, probably the exact same RAM stick as the other PC. They both have 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's just like an ugly green one. They couldn't even bother to put like a black one. But the main thing is it's not 2 sticks of RAM, which kind of does suck. But now, what is the graphics card inside of this gaming PC? So it is the RX 5700, and I'm a lot more familiar with like NVIDIA graphics cards, to be honest, but this is a really, really good graphics card from AMD, and it definitely will probably get more FPS overall compared to the 1-star PC. I think this is just a better overall buy, including the specs, the way people rated it, saying it got good performance unlike the other PC, and also the aesthetics. I think this is overall just a better PC, and they're from the exact same company as well, which is kind of weird. I'm just super curious to see the difference between both of these PCs, so let's start off with the 1-star PC. So I just loaded into Call of Duty, and it's a little bit concerning that even in the lobby, it's literally like kind of laggy. And first, we're gonna be starting off pretty hard. We're gonna be going right into Call of Duty Warzone Rebirth Island. And what we're actually gonna be doing is starting off with low settings and testing out the FPS. So basically all our quality is on the lowest possible. And I'm trying to see if we can hit at least 60 FPS with the 1-star gaming PC. We're getting about 30. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely is not that playable at all. 30 FPS kind of sucks. Like, yeah, look at this. It's just freezing up. So I think it's pretty safe to say that the 1-star gaming PC is just not able to run Call of Duty good, but there always is one thing you can do, and what you can do is go in your graphics settings and you can actually lower it to 720p, which honestly looks terrible, but it's basically the only thing we can do. And let's just see if this even helps at all. Now our FPS is barely higher. It's barely higher. It's still like a slideshow, honestly. This guy, I just cracked this guy. Cracked? Oh my gosh, I'm cracking like all these kids, bro. Come on, open. Cracked? No. Dude, I'm cracking all these kids though. We're actually gonna make sure we're still on full screen exclusive as well. The performance is just bad on this, and I don't think it's at all the graphics card's fault. We have an RTX 2060, which is a pretty good graphics card. I think it's just all down to the 1 stick of RAM and CPU just not being good at all. I think it's pretty safe to say that this is not playable at all. Okay, so this is actually bad. Every single time I do a video like this, I'm not kidding, the worst PC always has some kind of crazy issue, and this one, it literally has the same issue. Basically, Warzone was performing horrible, so then I decided to go onto Valorant, but play Valorant, I need to update my game and like restart my PC. So I restarted it, and it's just been stuck on the spinning wheel of like death on like this blue little spinning icon, and this is what happens whenever I try and restart it. Basically, I can turn off my PC, and then after letting it sit, I power the PC on, so then you can see that's gonna power on. Then we'll have our screen on the monitor turn on, so you just have to give it like a second. So yeah, there you go. You see STG Obron, because that's like the company of the PC. See, it's loading, goes black, nothing happens. It will literally just be a black screen the whole time until I touch my mouse, and look, oh, yo, it low-key might work now. It actually might work now. It did not do that before. Basically, for the last 2 times I restarted it, it was just like showing me a black screen for like 10 minutes. So now let's see if it works. Okay, it's literally just a black screen. It doesn't even say no signal, so it's like detecting. Oh, I can see on my, I literally have like a laptop that has screen recording, and I can see it's literally in the BIOS. Let me see if I can pull the laptop up. It's really hard to see because the laptop is like connected to a bunch of cables, but it's literally in the BIOS. So it looks like it has some like weird boot issue. Oh, and I just disconnect. Okay, there we go. There we go. You guys can see now it put us in the BIOS. Something's weird is going on with this. I genuinely don't know, bro. So now it's loading it back up. I want to see if it loads us in or what happened. Finally, we're back in the PC. So it looks like it was some booting up error. Let's go in Valorant. Hopefully it actually works now. Okay, so on the bottom right, it says your game requires a system restart, even though I already restarted it. So I guess we're not gonna be able to test out Valorant. So let's just go to the next game. So inside of Fortnite, the FPS is way better. We are inside of my own creative map on 1080p. So now inside of Fortnite, we're on 1920 by 1080 DX11 and all low settings. The FPS is way better though. You can see it's at like 120 to 150. The thing that's really weird is there's definitely some kind of issue. Like the audio keeps on connecting in and out, and you can see that it's so laggy. Like it has 150 FPS, but look at how much it's stuttering. Yeah, it just completely froze. What is playing in my audio? What is playing? What was that piano sound in my ear, bro? Oh my, yeah, something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with this PC. It's literally bugging out in my ear. Like the audio keeps on cutting. That's how much it's cutting. This is horrible. You literally can't play with this at all. I'm just gonna try and get 1 kill, and then honestly, that's it. 90? Dead. Oh, no way we just killed that guy. Okay, honestly, like, this is not even enjoyable to watch at all. You guys are literally watching a slideshow with me. I don't know what's going on. Let's just go onto the 5-star PC and test that out, because I think it will be way better. Like, look at how much this is lagging. You guys don't even want to watch this. This is horrible, bro. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes and you guys can see the other PC's not here. And the reason is because I've been trying to troubleshoot and I think something is genuinely wrong with both the PCs I bought, and let me show you guys why. So this is the supposed 5-star gaming PC, and you guys can see it's in my main gaming setup because I've actually been testing it out. So what I did is I basically grabbed the power cord from this gaming PC, I plugged it back in here, and also the two display ports. So let me just plug those in real quick. All right, so I know it's kind of dark, but you guys can see both the display port cables and the power cord is there. So now we're gonna go ahead and turn this gaming PC on, boots right up, no issue with that at all. And then you're gonna see on the display, it's gonna say something like display port searching for signal, and nothing is gonna pop up at all. So you see scanning for signal right over there, and nothing will basically happen. It would be like, it would just say like going into standby. So that's how you know that something is wrong with it. I'm even gonna plug in the keyboard and just start like messing around with the keyboard. So that's a little bit weird. The keyboard is plugged in and nothing is showing up. There's no display. And what I was trying to test out is now I'm gonna plug all of that same stuff back into my main gaming PC right after, and you guys will see it boots up perfectly fine. I also don't even have, this is the normal SSD I use to put all my Fortnite games and everything. Everything is plugged in with this PC. I didn't unplug anything or touch anything. I didn't even put this in yet. And this gaming PC is not even booting up. So now let me power this off. And what I'm gonna do is actually connect all these cables, including the keyboard cable, back into here. And you guys will see everything works perfectly fine. All right, so now the exact same cables are plugged in. Let's go ahead and power on this gaming PC, tap it right there. This will like turn on and you guys will see the exact same thing happens. Display sport, it will say like scanning for signal in a second here. And you're gonna see that it boots up. Yup, right there, you have it booting up on this monitor. It wasn't booting up or anything on the other one. I tested out multiple different monitors, like HDMI ports, different connections, all on the 5-star gaming PC that's supposedly 5-star, and it doesn't work, but clearly it's working here. So I know it's not the cables. I know something is wrong with the gaming PC they sent me. You see, it just booted right up and there's no issue with it at all. Again, this is obviously like completely irrelevant. This is a whole different gaming PC. But the point is, this gaming PC they sent me, something's broken. Both the gaming PCs they sent me literally have stuff wrong with them. Like, this is not even really a 5-star gaming PC. There's literally something broken with it. It doesn't even turn on or like start up properly at all. I honestly think something with the graphics card isn't working because I've never seen the fan spin or anything at all. So I think something might just be broken on this PC and I have no idea what it is. So basically, I guess both of these gaming PCs were 1-star PCs, but I'm not giving up there. I'm gonna continue this video in about a few weeks when I'm moved into my new place because I'm about to move out of this apartment. And I'm reordering this 5-star gaming PC and we're gonna test this out. I don't care. I'm reordering it and I want to see the performance of this supposedly 5-star gaming PC that's not even really 5-star. So I'm gonna end the video right now and just cut to whenever I'm filming it again in probably like 3 or 4 weeks. Okay, so way earlier than I expected, I actually was able to fix the gaming PC really late yesterday. What I had to do was completely reseat the GPU. So I basically unplugged everything, took it out, and then plugged everything back in, and it was a graphics card issue. So now we have everything running perfectly fine on the 5-star gaming PC. That was really weird why it was doing that, but I tested it, some things, and it actually seems to be working fine. So let's just go right into our first game. Okay, so I'm inside of Call of Duty again, and what I noticed immediately is everything seemed to be running way smoother. Of course, there are some frame drops. I'm just putting on the lowest settings right now, but the thing is, Call of Duty already seems to be running better, and let's just go into Rebirth and see how much FPS we get. So I updated the driver, loaded in, and I'm having issues on Call of Duty again. Like, it's lagging like crazy. I don't know what's wrong with these PCs. So we're only on 1080p low settings, and this is how much it's lagging right now. Like it honestly feels like it's basically unplayable if I'm being honest. Oh my, there's so many people, bro. I'm getting shot from every direction right now. I just applied 720p. Let's see how much more consistent the performance is. Okay, so 60 FPS, pretty much the same FPS. Okay, definitely less laggy. Like, it definitely is lagging way less. All right, there's a bunch of kids I can hear running around. They're like all below. Oh my gosh. He's right here. Dead. Easy, easy. Got you, got you. Oh my, he had it. Oh my gosh, no. No. Oh my gosh, I got destroyed. Okay, that performance is definitely better. It's like 60 FPS. Not good enough for me to get a good game. We're on 720p also. Like, keep that in mind. 720p is all you can run if you want to play Call of Duty, and this is a $500 PC. Call of Duty is a very hard and intensive game to run though, so it honestly isn't like extremely surprising. Bro, oh my gosh, I just got RPG'd. I literally just got RPG'd across the lobby, dude. And we got defeated. Unlucky. All right, let's just go to the next game. The PC's performance better be more than 60 FPS on 720p. Like, honestly, this is pretty bad performance. I know on the 1-star PC, I didn't test this out, but I wanted to test out Valorant, which is a much easier game to run, because I want to see how much FPS this PC really can get, because honestly, it performed really bad on Call of Duty, and Valorant's more of a CPU-based game and uses way less of the GPU compared to Call of Duty. So we're going to be starting it off on low settings and then going on to high settings on Valorant and just seeing how much FPS we actually get. This is more the performance I was expecting. We're getting like 180 to 200-ish FPS, so it's definitely way, way better. But I would say that I honestly expected the FPS to be even a little bit higher. All right, so on Valorant, this PC is really, really good on low settings, but let's actually go on all high settings and see how much like lower the FPS is. Now that we're going on high settings, basically it's gonna use more of the GPU, so it's gonna be a little bit more intensive. Oh, FPS, obviously there's a little bit more input delay, but still 180 FPS, even on high settings. Like, this is really, really impressive, honestly. I know Call of Duty performed really bad, but Valorant is performing perfectly fine on this PC. Valorant definitely gets a pass on the 5-star PC, Call of Duty not at all. But how does my main game, Fortnite, actually perform on the 5-star PC? I'm gonna be going into my Vermax 1v1 practice map. You guys can see the island code here. It's basically a map for more FPS, is what it's designed for, but we're on DX11 all low settings in Fortnite with 1080p, so I'm curious to see, are we gonna be able to get 200 FPS like we were in Valorant, or is it gonna be actually lower? So we just got in, and the FPS is actually pretty much the exact same. Like, it honestly is almost to a T the exact same. It's like 180 to like 200. So yeah, at least in my Fortnite creative map, if we look up at the sky around, it's peaking at 250 FPS, but it's consistently at like 180 to 200. And how about when we start building? When we start building, okay, it did have a little bit of a stutter there, but when we actually are building, it drops to like 150, 160-ish, but it's overall like very consistent. I'm able to do all my normal builds I normally do on my main PC with a 5090, and yeah, like look, 150 FPS, it's holding very, very consistently. There's literally no issue with this at all. Let's go in a real Fortnite game on DX11 and test out the performance there, because that's what most people play, and we need to actually see how much FPS that gets. I can already tell this is actually gonna be pretty good to play on. I think we'll be able to get like over 120 FPS. We should be able to get over 120 FPS when we land. What is it at? Okay, actually it's stuttering quite a bit. Where is this guy? I don't even have a clear angle on him. Bro, he's gonna jump down or something and like 200 pump me. Oh, I see him, I see him. 1 HP dead, there we go. There's so many kids here actually, oh my gosh. 20 white? Oh yeah, you're dead. Dead. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, let me get this loot over here. Oh my, someone's pushing me. Someone's landing. Okay, I'm gonna push that. Oh, no, bro. Oh my gosh, I think we're dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I'm literally dead. I think I'm dead. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Nah, I'm dead, bro. I can't do anything. I literally can't do anything. Oh my gosh. I only had like, that was such a bad game. I need to do another game, bro. So after that horrible way of dying and basically losing my whole game, now I'm getting chased by another kid. Oh my, is this guy serious right now, bro? You can't be serious. I'm getting shot by randoms across the whole lobby, bro. I'm literally getting targeted by everyone right now. Please give me some loot, please. Oh my gosh, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Is this a kid right here? Oh yeah, easy. All right, so easy kill, there we go. All right, so we know it gets like 100 FPS on these settings, but let's go on epic settings, and I don't think the performance is gonna be that good at all. I think it's honestly gonna be pretty horrible. Oh my gosh, we're getting like 50. This is like a slideshow, bro. 1080p, epic settings, basically a slideshow. I'm literally just trying to sneak up on this kid. I'm actually playing like such a rat. Yup, 20, 100. Oh my gosh, no, no, no. Dude, okay, that did not go to plan. That did not go to plan at all. Dude, is this kid serious? Yo, chill, buddy. Chill. I'm getting shot by other kids. I'm getting targeted by the other kids now. The other kids are targeting me, bro. Whoa, I just missed the easiest kill. I literally just missed the easiest shot. How did I just miss that shot? Okay, the FPS honestly has climbed a bit. We're getting like 60, 70-ish now. So on epic settings, let's see if we can win this game. Is there anyone here still? Oh yeah, he's still here. He's right here. Oh my gosh, he does know. They do know. We're out. I'm out of there. All right, this kid looks like an easy kill. Might be an easy kill, might not, I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, this kid landed out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. This is so chaotic. My FPS is at like 50 right now. Oh my, I'm just trying to spam this kid. This kid's honestly like, seems pretty good. Okay, we have one more grapple. We actually need to use this like really good. Okay, let's go like this. Use this grapple right here. Oh, and we literally just got dookied on by this kid. Oh, there's only 2 other players. There's literally only 2 other players. Oh my, actually might be winnable. Bro. Oh my gosh, no way we just won that. No way we just won that. We actually have the email on them. There's actually no way we just won that on the $500 5-star PC. I think it's pretty safe to say that, I mean, it does get some good performance, definitely better than the 1-star PC. I think it's pretty safe to say that because on the 1-star PC, we barely were able to play Fortnite. It was like a slideshow. It was stuttering so much. Both of these gaming PCs are gonna be linked down below, but I think it's pretty safe to say that the 5-star gaming PC definitely performed way better. Let me know in the comments if you guys would buy either of these gaming PCs, but honestly, I would recommend saving up at least to around $700, or if you have a $500 budget, I would just recommend building a gaming PC because you can build one that's way better. If you watched all the way to the end and enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a sub with noties so you don't miss future tech videos because I make them all the time. But more importantly, remember Jesus loves you. That's about it. God bless.